bunch of shiny new podcasters out there again this year. Welcome to Podfest, the #1 independent conference for independent podcasters in the world.
Woo!
And we have come a long way. We have definitely come a long way.
We sure have.
So, Chris was talking about, and Katie was talking about meeting people here. I met Jemmy here 2 years ago. Mm-hmm. She ran up to me and said, I need an interview with you. And she was so bubbly and so much fun. We kept in contact over the next year, and now we're business partners. We do a show together, a really crazy show called Finding Florida, where we travel all over the state, and we do crazy things. And if we can get her to scream on the show, it's a successful show.
Every time he brings it up. He brings it up every time. But I actually want to explain a little bit more, because when we met, he didn't know me at all. And in case you can't tell, I'm not really a shy person, so I practically tackled him and said, I need to interview you. But what's amazing is through that development, we now had a relationship where he's the founder of Horse Radio Network. I work with him there, but now we're building this other thing with the Finding Florida podcast and the Florida Podcast Network. And this kind of evolution is the type of thing that starts at Podfest.
Between us, we've done 8,000 episodes, a little more now, over the last 11 years. We have 21 active shows. We have 34 hosts on the network. We've interviewed over 9,400 guests.
It's a lot of guests,
over the years. We've done almost 1,000 product reviews. We've given away a ton of prizes. And we've just had a heck of a lot of fun along the way. And most of that was talking about horses. I say this to lead off every Podfest, and it is so true. And if you get one thing out of this conference, it's this sentence right here. It's not who you know, it's who knows you. That sentence is the thing you need to leave here with. It's the reason for the success I've had, and it's reason for everybody's success. Mm-hmm. You can know a lot of people. If they don't know you, that doesn't help.
Right.
You need to make sure in your space, in your niche, that everybody knows you. Mm-hmm. It's the success for the Horse Radio Network. We have worked with media partners, we worked with magazines, we worked with professional riders. We make sure that everybody knows who we are. Mm-hmm. That's the key to the success. It's the key to getting sponsors. It's the key to new shows. It's the key to just making everything work in business.
Exactly, and that is the whole basis of what you guys are going to be doing here in a minute that Chris is going to explain, because this is all about meeting each other and forming those connections that are going to help you become the podcasters y'all are destined to be.
Who doesn't have a podcast yet? Good?
And who's been doing it a while?
Anybody?
Y'all define a while however you want.
And let's give credit to the veterans. Who's been doing it over 5 years?
If you're doing over 5 years, stand up for a minute. Stand up for a minute.
That's credit to
them.
All right.
So everybody, please stay standing. Everybody who raised your hand who is just getting started, these are the people you need to corner in the halls. Y'all understand what I'm saying?
And you all can thank us later. Yeah, you all can thank. Who's been doing it over 10 years? Stay standing.
All right. My goodness.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Congratulations to you guys.
Amazing, guys. Amazing.
So Podfest, they mentioned earlier, is a family.
It is.
This will be the most friendly conference you ever go to. Say hi to everybody. Mm-hmm. We're here to meet each other. We're all talkers. We love to talk. We wouldn't be doing this if we didn't like to talk. So what I would say is do a little listening too. So while you're talking, also take some time to do a little listening, and you don't know what's going to come out of it. It's the people you meet here and the friends you're going to make. This is like a reunion for us.
It really is. It's like our Mecca.
Yeah.
Every year we come back and it's like we get to see all of our friends. And these are people who, we can call on in a pinch. We can call on for anything. There's such a support. Or if we're struggling with, we're really struggling with doing this thing with our podcast. How do we do this? We can call, email any of these guys because we've met them here. And this is unlike any conference, any podcast conference you will ever go to. What makes Podfest special is because it really, truly forms these special bonds. You can't get this anywhere else.
And I did not know she put these pictures up there.
Doesn't he look awesome and getting ready to do some laser tag? He looks great, and he has his afro. He looks awesome, guys.
We have a little fun doing Finding Florida.
But the point is to say that, look, in case you couldn't tell, we really couldn't be two more different people. For a variety of reasons, right? But if we hadn't met, if we were too afraid to approach one another because, oh, he's not going to like me, I'm too different, or I don't think we're really going to connect, this would not have happened. Do not be afraid. I don't care what anyone looks like. I don't care how old they are, man, woman. I don't care. Talk to them. And you're going to be forced to at this little exercise, guys. Yeah. But the whole rest of the conference, do that because you don't know what kind of connections you're going to get, and they will be invaluable.
Your success depends on you. You're your own boss. It's one of the nice things about doing podcasts. You're in charge. But that also means you're in charge.
Yeah, it's up to you to...
You got to do it.
Win, lose, or draw, guys. It's up to you. Yeah, your success depends on you. You need to find out what does that look like? What goals do you want to have with your show, right? So define that, decide how you're going to implement it, come up with a process and a strategy, and that's how you nail it, guys. Your success depends on you.
Last thing, and I end every podcast talk with this, is you have to be consistent. You have an obligation to your listeners. Once you start doing a show and you develop listeners, they count on you being there. Now, I like to joke about this, and he hates when I say it, but I shower with Dave Jackson every Monday morning.
Every Monday morning.
Every Monday morning, I shower with Dave in the School of Podcasting, and if he's not got his show done, I have nobody to shower with. On Thursdays, I shower with Mighty Blue. He hikes the Appalachian Trail. He's 66 years old. He's out doing it again. He was late Thursday. I was alone in the shower.
It's got to be a sad sight, guys.
But that's how much we count on your show being there. If they're a fan. They like you. They come for the content, and they stay for the host. Nobody stays for the content if the host sucks. They stay for the content. They stay for the host. That's why they stay in a show.
That's very true.
So I like to listen to Dave in the shower on Mondays. It's very soothing. He's got a soothing voice. But I joke about that. But I count on him being there. That's part of my week. You're going to be part of people's lives. If you're weekly, you're going to be part of their week. If you're every 2 weeks, you're going to be part of their week. Don't let them down.
It's true.
Be consistent. In the long run, it's going to get tough. But in the long run, it's going to pay off. And someday, you're going to be standing up here 11 years later with 8,000 episodes too.
Be consistent. Also, don't be afraid to think outside the box. When you talk to these people, everyone else has different ideas in this room about what they're doing and how they want to accomplish their goals with their podcast. You never know how much those ideas are going to ping off of you and work. Be open and consistent.
Be consistent. Thanks, everybody. Have fun at Podfest.
Yay,